Hello, welcome to my vlog. I'm Jeremy. This is a special vlog channel, Jeremy Morrow vlog channel that I've been starting fresh after a few days starting. And this is a place where I talk about esoteric psychology, things that like Carl Jung, Joseph Campbell. I've been deciding to take all these videos I used to make on a Facebook channel, a Facebook page, many years ago, since 2018 I believe, and I'm phasing out that Facebook page, but I still find the videos that I made on that Facebook page where I read self-help books still good and still having value. I may have been a little bit spazzy or a little bit spurgy in my style of speaking back then, but that doesn't mean the wisdom that I read, or perhaps the points of view or experiences I had are not of value. They are of value. So I wanted to share the videos that I made on that Facebook channel or that Facebook page many years ago, preserve them in this personal YouTube channel, so perhaps someone could benefit from it. I'm not out to preach or not out to convert anybody to my way of thinking. You are totally free to do your own thing, and I'm not here to convince anyone to do what I say or what I read. I want to just share what I've experienced, the things that I've learned, the things that I've read. I want to share it on this vlog channel, and if anyone can find value in it, that's great. If anyone can find some value in it or a little bit of value, that's good too. And if everyone thinks I'm full of crap, full of shit, that's fine too, because I'm not out to convince anybody. I just want to share my stuff, and I'm just showing my experiences, my feelings. I have changed over the years, but I still value some of the things I've learned. So I'm going to be continuing on the reading of King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. It's a self-help book for men. A lot of helpful advice helping men to be more mature, be strong but yet compassionate. Those are good qualities, as well as wise, courageous. And these are good qualities for men to have. We do want to be better people, and this is an encouraging thing. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this vlog channel. It's not very formal, it's kind of rough, just uploading videos from my older days, and I hope you find it helpful. Make sure to subscribe, give it a like if you like today's video. Also check out my main business channel. It's a gaming channel, Video Gamers Oasis. That one's a little bit more polished, so I appreciate you show some love to that channel as well. Link in description. Alright, we're going to continue on our reading of King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. We're reading chapter 2 now, Masculine Potentials. We're continuing on Masculine Potentials. Last chapter we were reading about the need for masculine ritual process. Now we're going to move on to the potentials of masculine. And this one is pretty even keel. It's not too wild, and but don't worry, future chapters will be much more bizarre than this one, the way I spoke years ago. So this one's pretty moderate. I'm not going to walk through it. I'm not going to do a commentary on it. I'm a little bit tired, and I've looked through the video. It's pretty moderate. I'm going to just let people know, if you like today's video, please give it a subscribe, notification bell, as well as give it a like. Leave your comments below if you want to leave your points of view. I do appreciate it. Now on with the reading of King, Warrior, Magician, Lover, and we're reading chapter 2, Masculine Potentials. Good morning, Internet. Welcome back to Jeremy Reads Aloud, self-help books, and I've been reading the book King, Warrior, Magician, Lover by Robert Moore and Douglas Gillette. We're on page 9, and the chapter is chapter 2, Masculine Potentials. Here we go. Those of us who have been influenced by the thinking of the great Swiss psychologist Carl Jung have great reason to hope that the external deficiencies we have encountered in the world as would-be men, the absent father, the immature father, the lack of meaningful ritual process, the scarcity of ritual elders can be corrected. And we have not only hope, but actual experience as clinicians and individuals of inner resources, not imagined by psychology before Jung. It is our experience that deep within every man are blueprints. What we can also call quote-unquote hard wiring for the calm and positive mature masculine. Jungians refer to these masculine potentials as archetypes or quote-unquote primordial images. Jung and his successors have found that on the level of the deep unconscious, the psyche of every person is grounded in what Jung called the quote-unquote collective unconscious, made up of instinctual patterns and energy configurations probably inherited genetically throughout the generations of our species. These archetypes provide the very foundations of our behaviors, our thinking, our feeling, and our characteristic human reactions. They are the image makers that artists and poets and religious prophets are so close to. Jung related them directly to the instincts in other animals. Most of us are familiar with the fact that baby ducks, soon after they are hatched themselves, attach themselves to whomever or whatever is walking by all the time. The phenomenon is called imprinting. It means that the newly hatched duckling is wired for quote-unquote mother or quote-unquote caretaker. It doesn't have to learn from the outside, as it were, what a caretaker, page 10, what a caretaker is. The archetype for caretaker comes online shortly after the duckling comes into this world. Unfortunately, however, the quote-unquote mother the duckling meets in those first moments may not be adequate to the task of taking care of it. Nonetheless, although those in the outer world may not live up to the instinctual expectation, they may not even be ducks, the archetype for caretaker forms the duckling's behavior. In a similar way, human beings are wired for quote-unquote mother and quote-unquote father and many other human relationships, as well as all forms of human experience of the world. And though those in the outer world may not live up to the archetypal expectation, the archetype is nonetheless present. It is constant and universal in all of us. We, like the duckling that mistakes a cat for its mother, mistake our actual parents for the ideal patterns and potentials within us. Archetypal patterns gone awry, skewed into the negative by disastrous encounters with living people in the outer world. That is, in most cases, by inadequate or hostile parents, manifest in our lives as crippling psychological problems. If our parents were, as the psychologist D.W. Winnicott says, quote-unquote, good enough, then we are enabled to experience and access the inner blueprints for human relations in a positive way. Sadly, many of us, perhaps the majority, did not receive good enough parenting. The existence of the archetypes is well documented by mountains of clinical evidence from the dreams and daydreams of patients and from careful observation of entrenched patterns of human behavior. It is also documented by in-depth studies of mythology the world over. Again and again, we see the same essential figures appearing in folklore and mythology, and these just happen to appear also in the dreams of people who have no knowledge of these fields. The dying, resurrecting young god, for example, is found in the myths of such diverse people as Christians, Muslim Persians, ancient Sumerians, and modern Native Americans, as well as in the dreams of those undergoing psychotherapy.
The evidence is great that there are underlying patterns that determine human cognitive and emotional life. These blueprints appear to be great in number, and they manifest themselves as both male and female. There are archetypes that pattern the thoughts and feelings and relationships of women, and there are, page 11, there are archetypes that pattern the thoughts and feelings and relationship of men. In addition, Jungians have found that in every man there is a feminine sub-personality called the anima, made up of the feminine archetypes, and in every woman there is a masculine super-personality called the animus, made up of the masculine archetypes. All human beings can access the archetypes to a greater or lesser degree. We do this, in fact, in our interrelating with one another. This whole field is being actively discussed and continually revised as our knowledge about the inner, instinctual human world moves forward. We are just beginning to sort out, in a systematic way, the inner human world that has always manifested itself to us in myth, ritual, dreams, and visions. The field of archetypal psychology is in its infancy. We want to show men how they can access these positive archetypal potentials for their own benefit and for the benefit of all those around them, maybe even for the planet. This is page 11. Tune in next time. Next video I'll be reading page 13, chapter 3. And that will be called Boy Psychology. This has been a reading of King, Warrior, Magician, Lover by Robert Moore and Douglas Gillette. I encourage you to get the book yourself. There's a link in the description, Amazon link. Thank you for watching, folks. I hope you have an awesome, satisfying, and a truly fulfilling week. Take care of yourselves, folks. Love you. And be true to yourself. And you can be true to others. Bye.